Family, what's popping? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? We glad to be here. We glad y'all here. And it's been a good Friday evening, man. Good Friday night, whatever your coast is, whatever your time is. But we want to come through, man. Have a good night, man. It's a good mental check. I told my boy, man, he's been working hard, working crazy. I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat, man, is hopefully finished with their day. And for those that didn't know and that do know, we had some unfortunate news, man, with the young guy, 24-year-old Marshawn Kneeland, Dallas Cowboy defensive tackle. He ended up taking his life this week. So I definitely want to start the show off with bringing that up, man, and just remind everybody, check on your mental, check on your people, make sure everything is good because this young man went from Monday Night Football, scoring his first touchdown, celebrating. Everybody pretty much figured his name and knew who he was. And now, we're hearing this part a couple of days later. So tonight, that's what we're going to talk about mostly. We're going to talk about some football, but we just want to talk with the people, man. See where y'all head at. Make sure everybody, man, got everything good. And if you ain't, leave it in the chat, man. We'll discuss it with you. Life, football, your cat, your dog. I don't give a damn what it is, man. We want to check with the people. But Mike, man, what was going on with you, brother? How you feeling? And what you thought about this news when you heard it, bro?
First off, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. We took last week off. I kind of needed it. I needed a break. Needed to relax. Been
Yeah,
working
I,
a lot of
I was
hours.
gonna make you take one if you didn't. So for sure, brother, for sure.
Every now and then you need those. But the Marshawn Kneeland news, man, that came out of nowhere. Literally, it was it was wild to hear about. Right, like you said, we just watched the guy play on Monday night. Block a punt, score a touchdown. This is a young man who everything was looking up for him, as far as the outside perspective, as far as what we could see. I don't, he wasn't a high recruit, goes to a smaller school, ends up getting drafted in the second round
Second
to,
round, yeah.
America's team, Dallas Cowboys. Monday Night Football, we're midway in the season. You figure if anybody's gonna have like good mental health at that point, like you're living out your dream. You're doing what you want. Like you got money in your pocket now too. Like you got an
Mm-hmm.
NFL contract, a second round contract. Um, and then to hear that, like, I mean, there wasn't anything related to drugs or alcohol. It was just a mental health thing. And for somebody to go from one high to that low, where man, I told my people around me this is what I'm doing. They call the cops for a welfare check, run away from the cops because I know they're going to stop me from doing what I want to do. And
Mm-hmm.
this is how you end it. That's some scary shit, man. It's some scary shit to know that that is a real life that we live in. That is a real world. So you feel for him, you feel for his family. I definitely say this though, like not to keep it personal or anything like that, but it really makes you question the people around you and how are they doing? Are they
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Like because there's a lot of people, me included. I've been down in the dumps, but you put on that smiling face and you act like everything is completely fine and you're good to go. And I mean, you don't really know what kind of demon somebody's battling on the inside, unless you actually sit there and talk to them. And I do think, as tragic as it is, maybe we'll get a little bit of good out of it. Like, this show, check on your people,
Yeah.
talk to them, let them know that you're here for them, and that's probably the first thing. It doesn't matter if you're, just a fan of the show, just tuning in, you catch us on replay or whatever. We care about you. We care about you. All right. We want you to be good. And there's going to be somebody to talk to. There's going to be somebody, you can reach out to, somebody that you can vent to, that you can talk about, what's keeping you down, what's, what your biggest fears are. I mean, as it kind of sucks to pigeonhole us as men, but as men for the longest time we've been told, be a man, keep that shit to yourself, nobody
Mm-hmm.
gives a fuck. And
Mm-hmm.
there is something to it, right? Like as men, it is a little bit different than women. Like we don't feel like we can show our emotions, that we can talk about our feelings, we can talk about what's keeping us down, out of fear of being looked down upon. But I'm telling you, man, I will openly talk about whatever the hell's bothering me to make sure that I don't get to that place where I'm going to take myself away from my friends, my loved ones, my kids,
Yeah.
my wife, that kind of stuff. It's a scary world that we live in too, because it's not like the old days, man. It's not like a lot of this stuff that is bothering people and keeping them down. It's not like you can just turn that shit off like you used to be able to. We got social media, we got cell
Yeah,
phones,
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit's always around us, you know? Like there's always something to bring it up. But back in the 50s, you could probably lock yourself away in your closet and nobody fucking know,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now
Yep.
you lock yourself away in the closet, you're going to get, 75 notifications, and it might be the one thing that's keeping you down, and it just brings you right back to the same spot you are, even when you think you're doing good. So
Yeah,
I just, my people out there, every one of you, whether I know you personally, whether we have a relationship or not, just know you got somebody to come talk to anytime, anytime. Like I
for
will,
sure.
I will sit there and listen, and I will discuss what's going on with you. Like just don't end it that way. Just don't end it that way. I mean, you got too much to live for. Everybody's got too much to live for. No matter how bad you think your situation is, there's something to live for sure.
For sure. And just to think, man, you go through as a parent, I'm not sure if he had kids. I don't know his whole life story. I didn't think he had kids from what I heard. But sometime as a parent, you definitely double think things. And we had Lacey, that situation happened earlier this year. And I think sometime the older, these are two young guys, right? 24 years old. I think Lacey was like 22, something like that. And we just think like one, that's like the beginning of before you never even got started. You know what I'm saying? You've been working your whole life. You reached that pinnacle, that peak. And like we just said, man, the guy had a highlight play, the biggest play of his career on Monday Night Football, of all places. And just a couple of days later, whatever happened, whatever triggered, uh, you know, caused what ended up happening. So you just never know. Again, like you said, what's on people's mind. The family called and said, hey, we need you to stop them because this is about to happen, and it happened. So you never want to hear it, you never want to see it, man. And I know they have the number. I believe it's 988 or 998, and that's easy to think about now once it happens, but in the moment, man, you ain't thinking about that. You thinking about the people that you love the most. I will probably remember my mother, father, brother's cell phone number before I think to call this hotline. So I'm just saying that to say, man, you got numbers programmed to your phone. Sound like he was on the phone when he was out driving. So call these people, man. Do what you got to do, but make sure you just talk to anybody, bro. Like when we come up with here on Friday, I was just telling Mike, like, look, I know you've been working every day. We took a Friday off. I did a show this week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Work, my shift, took care of my kids. But I want to come here sometime just to kind of level out, man. Even though I'm tired, I got to get up at 5 in the morning. Sometimes this is my therapy, my session to just holler at the people, man. And when I see the regulars, even when y'all just say, hey, what's good? You ain't gotta say nothing else in the chat, but at least I know you here. And you hopefully we're your therapist too. You might be at work, we get you through your day. You might be in the house, your kids driving you crazy, you on your TV, your AirPods, whatever it is, man. We all here to work together, but regardless, nobody is alone. And if you ever are alone, that's what the Discord is for. That's what this chat is for. And we get notifications too, Mike. So even if we not live, you send a message, hey man, I'm alone. Boom. Somebody gonna get the notification. We might hit you back right away or when we get to it. But just know that everybody has somebody, and just try not to make it end the way this one ended because you don't want to get to this place in life, man. So unfortunately, it happened. Sad it happened. I know I'm a Cowboys fan, but this is beyond football at this point, and I'm pretty sure they're going to, honor him at some point this weekend. Or no, actually, it's a bye week, so they won't be on the field, but yeah, man, it's a sad situation, sad to see, and we definitely wanted to bring it up here. We weren't gonna start the show off no other way, and yeah, we glad for the people that's here, man, and for those rewatching later. Uh, Same message goes to you too. Even if you don't subscribe, you're not, a part of the show. If you come across this, we want you to be safe too, man. So leave a message if you want, or just know that you got somebody around whenever you need them.
I think in today's day and age too, it's really important that people find what is their therapy or their escape. And for some people that's going to be work, right? Some people just bury themselves in their work. Don't forget though, it's like you got a house and you got a broken window. You can cover that shit up, but at the end of the day you need to repair it at some point, right?
Yeah,
So listen, have your escape, have your thing that's going to get you through whatever you're going through right now, but know the end of the day, whether that's seeking help or that's seeking a friend or, somebody that you can trust, you're gonna have to work on it and fix it at some point. Like you're going to have to. You can't keep pushing it off and pushing it off forever. So,
For sure.
but definitely I would say for a lot of people, because I've been there, man. I've been down in the dumps, but you gotta figure out what your escape from, not even like reality, but what your escape from getting out of your own head sometimes is.
Yeah.
And like you said, for us, we haven't got to that point of, like as far down as he was, but like doing stuff like this on Friday night, being with you, talking to the people, hanging out with you, Fizz. That's my little bit of therapy. That's my little bit
For
of
sure.
escape right there. That's
For
no
sure.
matter how bad the week was. I know you and I have talked about it a billion times. We both get on here Friday at the end of a long week. We've been working our ass off, dealing with family, whatever the hell else we're going through, and both of us look run down and we look sad. But the minute that record button hits, it's like, oh, thank God, I needed
Yes,
this.
sir.
I
Yes, sir.
needed this.
Yeah.
So find what that is for you. But just know those issues don't go away though.
You
Because even
don't.
if I have a bad week and I'm down in the dumps, and while this is my escape for an hour or 2 hours or whatever we do, when we're done recording, it's right back to the real world. Then it's right back to those demons. So you got to figure out a plan too on how to fix those demons. And if you don't know where to start, that's okay. It's okay to not know. Reach out to somebody, have them
Yeah.
help you. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's a sign of strength to be able to bury your fucking pride. It's a sign of strength to be able to bury all the bullshit and go, listen, I can't do this by myself. I don't have the tools. I'm not equipped to do it. I need help. Go get it. Go
Yeah.
get it. That
And,
that's what a strong man is right there. One who's
and
willing to acknowledge it and willing to work on it and fix it.
And in today's world, bro, it's easier than ever to find. And you don't look weak trying to find it. So don't ever think that you're gonna look weak. You look more weak when we can't see you around anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's the weakness right there. So I've even spoke out loud that I'm in therapy. I joined therapy a couple months ago and I love my therapist. Miss Dawn, that's my girl. Shout out to her if she watched this. But hey man, sometimes I tell her, like I tell people in real life too, Mike. I say this all the time. Find what you like so you don't gotta look for what you love, bro. So doing this right here, like you know me, I make music. That's what I like. If you take everything away from me in this world, music, I got a beat in my head of all everywhere I'm bopping. That's what I do. That's something that I would never, never, never not want to do. So I would do it for free. I would do it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So find what you would do for free and that's your getaway right there, man. If you took everything from me, as long as I got a brain and an ear to hear some beats or some music and some lyrics or whatever, that's my niche. That's my thing. Once you find that, man, you will get it. You'll get an escape from everything in life, bro. Because you can't depend on the internet. If there's no Wi-Fi, oh man, I don't know what to do today. If my friends not answering the phone, man, I don't know who to hang with. You just got to find that one thing that no matter what else is going on, this is you. So find that identity, bro. That's my biggest thing in life because regardless of how long we live, regardless of what we do, the legacy is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be remembered for one thing. You don't even want to be remembered for the short thing. You just want to be remembered for everything that you did, everything you laid down. And when you gone, you can't rewrite your story. It's over with. So you better make sure you did everything you could do while you was here. So every day, bro, I live for the legacy. That's why I make music. That's why I'm here. And I even tell my daughter who's 12 years old, hey, dad writing a documentary. You know what I'm saying? So when you go online, you go on YouTube, you look up Fizzle Dollars, you could say, man, back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, hey, my dad was popping. You feel me? So this is what I'm doing, making a documentary. I'm living this documentary so that when I'm gone, back in the days, you had to have pictures and these big film books and all this VHS tapes. Now we live in documentaries, baby. So we live in these books, we live in these photo albums. So make sure you live in every single day, and you won't have to think about it or regret it when you're gone, man. Because once it's over, it's over. So make sure you're writing that story while you can, baby.
Yep. And while you can, man, we're such a shitty society at doing this. I'm one of the worst at it, but reach out to your people. Reach out
Yeah,
to your people. Just a phone call, a text, a visit to their house in person. How you doing? How's things? You know, I want you to know I care about you today.
for
I
sure.
want you to know that you're appreciated. That little shit goes a long, long way, man, because you don't know where somebody's at. might be the one thing that saves them.
Yeah.
Might be the one thing that saves them. So reach out to your people, man. We've had a couple of these this year, and it sucks
I
starting
know.
shows off like this. It really does.
I know.
It really does. But you got to talk about it, man, because if we don't talk about it, shit's just gonna continue. Shit's just gonna continue, man. But
For
for
sure.
everybody watching out there, just know we care about you. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Fizz, want you to know I appreciate you. I
My
care
dog.
about you. You know, I love you, dude. Like I love you, man. Like
For sure.
this is what I need on Friday nights. Hang with
Yeah.
you. So listen, reach out to your people because man, so many are just gone, and you had no idea. You had no idea, man. And that phone call could have saved them. You know, that text message could have saved them, and
Mm-hmm.
that's probably the shittiest part. Is like, damn, you know, who knows?
What
Who
what
knows
what
what
if,
happened?
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What if?
Yeah, yeah. So, sad again that we had to start a show off like that, but there's no other place I wouldn't want to be to have this kind of conversation with my boy on Friday. So, I'm glad that we could do this, and we will change the tone. But tonight, if you got any questions, anything you want to talk about, mental health check, we here for it. So, in between the football talk and whatever else we're talking about, man, if you want to drop something in the chat that you just want to holler at us about, we will holler at you about it. So, tonight we are checking on your mental, and we're gonna give you a little bit of entertainment, man, to hopefully clear your night off, man. Let you have a good night, start your weekend off right, because we here to bring life. So let's keep living that life, baby. So without further ado, Mike, we will get started. We appreciate y'all here, man, on the Vibes channel. I saw you unmute your mic, man. What you about to say, bro, before I hit this?
Nope. Just gonna echo all your sentiments, man. Like we talked about it. We'll continue to talk about it all night. If you got something you need to bring up, throw it in there. You know,
Yeah.
this is that show. This is that show for it. But we got some other topics. We'll try to bring the energy level back up, so
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
little bit more positive and not on such a negative note. But woo, all right. I need that intro. Like that intro
There we
sends
go.
me, man. That starts it for me.
Let's get it then, baby. Well, just a moment, man, for Marshawn Kneeland. And before we got to get this show started. So rest in peace to the young guy, man.